runs cold.
Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 17 of my Count Noctilus Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode, we're here to teach Ilariel a lesson once again. We're sick and tired of her building up her armies only to get smashed. We have 4 big boats, including, well, not including Noctilus this time. And I decided to add Will Finn over here into the woods. He and the other Morngul Haunter are going to be annihilating their horsemen as they ride on in. Let's get this going. Bunch of silver helms, bunch of cavalry rolling in on the other side, as well as 2 eagles. Ilariel riding on one herself. I think this will be an absolute smashing. Our artillery has not picked them up just yet. We have a ways to go before they arrive. Oh, it looks like they are content to wait on us. Well, what if I just decide I know where your troops are, I'm going to hit them with some artillery? How would that make you feel? So if we grab these Zufbar 42 pounders, right? We see these nice juicy flesh bags. And then we fire the cannonballs at them. How would that make you feel? Should write about that in your journal. How much damage? Not a lot. I just wanted to see if we could wake them up. Doesn't look like it. I know you've got some normal horse or some normal soldiers somewhere. I am also curious to see how much the Norse Roar will do to cavalry. Hold still. This is for science. Not a single model falls. It did some damage though, so they'll ride in and probably fall over pretty quickly, as long as Ilariel doesn't hit them with some heals. Then there's the Tyrannok chariots and the other horse archers over here. Alright, well if you're not going to move to me, we will come out of our gulf just a little bit here. Scoot everyone forward just a bit. Our rifles will be a bit nullified with the woods, but hopefully that will work against the elves as well. Yeah, that's an obnoxious bit of clearing there. Perhaps we kind of pull the whole line, well, minus those 2. This way a little bit. Oh, nope, here comes Ilariel. She likes our positioning now. Pull the big boats back just a little bit here. Boats have enough armor that they can absorb some hits from her artillery without taking too much punishment. Perfect. They've got that side lined up and ready to be annihilated. We're going to turn the crabs so they can help out as well. Maybe they're not deciding to move forward. Let's sneak these 2 on over then. We can catch a group of chariots out. Tripping. Ah, Queen Bess is firing now. Who is she aimed at? Here it comes. Bopped a double hit on the White Lions and the Silverin Guard. This is an amazing shot. Let's go ahead and firing again. I was going to hit the accuracy once everyone else got a bit closer, but we'll allow our artillery to fire in.
We have untold magical power.
That is very true. But I have untold explosive power. What are we going to be using this on? I kind of want to weaken up their Silverin Guard before they get too close. Did we time that correctly? Well, a little bit slow. We're getting better at it, though. Oh, and cannonballs, too. I'm sure they're enjoying all of that. Let's knock over some archers. Kick in the enchanted ballistics. Pull you guys on in closer. Man, those are some amazing cannonball shots going in. Alright, the ballista's taking some shots on Noctilus, as we expected. Honestly, that's not too big of a deal. Let's go ahead and drop down a overcast pit of shades on these Lothern Sea Guard. He's got to move up a little bit. That's unfortunate. I didn't think he had to. Well, get you guys firing in on the cavalry moving up. Noctilus is taking way too much damage. Just pull you on back. And drop a Wraith Storm on one of these groups of archers. Probably those light armor ones. We're going to slow down Alarielle when she gets a little bit closer. Prepare to get hornswoggled. And annihilate her.
Annihilation!
Go ahead and drop in some buddies as well. If I can just... Oh, he has to move to deploy them. I didn't think he had to. Let's see if he doesn't. Perfect. And the Silver Helms have engaged. They're going to get annihilated in that combat. Let's bring the crabs in to help out. Well done, crabs. Hold them back. Keep fire in on those artillery. Guess their archers count as artillery almost. Get some cannonballs going through the woods here. And we'll kick in the sea shanty. The blood runs cold. Go ahead and exile, or Invocation of Nehek on himself and these nearest Prometheans. And we'll scoot our explosives on up.
You serve me!
Keep blasting. Let's get all three of our artillery focused in on a group of archers. I want you all to be working on the same group of archers if possible. We need you to charge into melee with the trees there, while we drop a hell cannon shot on these archers that are harassing you. How are my Morngulls doing? Quite wonderfully. Get over there and jump on those trees. Show them the true meaning of war. Those Sundering Bombs in, and then we will drop the Sartosa Grape Shot on this Lothar and Seaguard. Who's doing a good job blowing us up? Switch target to the Seaguard, please, and then you guys blast apart that group of archers. They're doing a good job of keeping Alarielle healed. Alright, keep the deck droppers back, and you guys fire in on those archers there. Lothar and Seaguard needs to go away. Get a Spirit Leech on Alarielle.
I shall dominate!
Another Wraith Storm on a group of archers that wants to be overly zealous. We'll send you into melee over here. Got some damage, but I think we're good. You just need to blow up the archers that are left. Hold them into the chariots if we can. Perfect. That Lothar and Seaguard literally obliterated. There's nothing left. We'll send you into melee with this group of trees. Sartosa Grape Shot. Or the Zufbar 42 pounders on this group of Lothar and Seaguard. We are quite monstrous. Go ahead and drop down another heal, grabbing Noctilus and a couple of his nearby buddies. And then we will all hands Hawaii and Hornswoggle or Taunt the Alarielle the Radiant. Drop in some deckhand mob. Keep blasting. Jetted ballistics. Let's hand out more powder to the Queen. And pull the bats back. They're going to be useless now. Big boat chasing someone. Starting to break all over. Keep your heels going, and you turn around and deal with the spearmen there. One group of archers back there is causing some issues. I like that these two ballistae have been back here the whole time. Accomplished almost nothing. I'm sure they've been dinking down at Noctilus absolutely the entire time, but he's just not feeling it. Let's get over the top and into melee with those guys if we can. Looks like they're going to run, but if we can catch them before they do, that'd be amazing. Some terrified chariots. Men being pulverized into paste. An amazing battle. 1,900 elves defeated. We're going to do our best to hunt down Alarielle and get some heals in, and I will catch you all in a minute. An absolute smashing. We ended up losing 37 soldiers, most of the damage going to our big boats, and Noctilus, as is the way. 4,500 gold gained from the victory. We will sack Whitefire Tor, and then immediately turn back around and claim it. This belongs to Noctilus, and Illyrian has now been secured. It is time, Alarielle. Excuse me, Reich Admiral Hohoff. We already taught you a lesson once. What are you doing back?
I refuse.
Looks like it's going to be a very similar army to what he had before.
Not likely.
So Esmeralda needs to
Strike
quickly
now,
deal with
crewmen.
this town so we can turn back around and deal with them.
All bones on deck.
Leave you there to defend. We've got 1100, so we can see about upgrading and repairing up Whitefire Tor. No upgrades to be had for now, but that is fine. You can go in here to Noctilus and start working up towards the Crow's Castle. We'll grab the Lookout Cradle. Knocks off a bit of our treasury. And then we'll send... Oh yes, I did already have them do their... Hero. They both failed. I attempted to blow up or assault the units, and then I attempted to blow up the walls as well over at the Griffin Gate. Nothing worked. Sad day. Still got 6,000. The graveyard or the maelstrom can be upgraded as long as we have 16,000. So we need to be working towards that next. Additionally, we may need to barricade of the depths because Furon Wavemaker looks to be moving towards home. And actually, we can recruit up another lord. We have plenty. Need to replace the legendary admiral very soon. We need to get another one of them is what we really need to do. In fact, we can pause our current technology, get another one of these admirals in that can actually build up on their ship. Plus 15 armor, more magical items stealing, so I don't know if that creates them onto their own or if it's just taking from other lords if you beat them. And then the Dread Admiral has a pistol, bonus versus large, and more range. Probably like this one, the Dread Admiral. Nah, I'll tell you. You see that banner, you turn the ship around. As they'll be upon you before you can scream, Manan protect us. And Two Toes Adley will join the squad there. I think we'll be having to rename you post haste. Yeah, that drops our fame down, our infamy, but we're only down to 4th place. We still have more than the Wavemaker. The weak fool. Well, in that case, we won't recruit up a lord, or we shall. We will. We'll have to be paying for them twice. We could also get some troops recruited in, or when they show up, so we'll definitely do that. Just whoever fire starter. Who do we not care about? Ooh, less attrition when under siege. John Hornigold, welcome.
Admiral
Pretty sure you are a real pirate.
fly the flag.
Alright, hunger. And we'll go for... I guess if he has to fight, we'll make his heals better.
Sea dog.
We can raise up some normal handguns. We'll do that and grab 2 of the deckhands. And then at the Great Ocean, we can recruit up mortars and some big boys. So that's what we'll do. 2 mortars, 1 set of big boys. We can do more in global, but we need the money. And 2 turns is really too long. Perfect. We shall gain more money in Siege. So we have a set of towers here already. I think we want to move in and do our damage now. It's going to give us a valiant defeat. They do have quite a bit of archers and a group of Eagle Claw bolt throwers, 2 of them. They've got a lot of archers, but we have some bombardment. We're going to use that to try to clear those walls before we get too close. It is time for this elven town to meet its doom. They've already got some ruins out here. We're just going to add to more. Go ahead and start deployment. Where's the best place to attack from? They've got all sorts of nasty towers in the way. Elven towers are quite nasty. These are... They've already got the explosive damage towers. This is going to go very poorly. Alright. We will probably want to attack all of our forces from over here. So we're going to have the Sirens in the towers. Is probably a very good idea. With the gun mob back, since they really can't do much. Group, we'll pull them back so they're not getting shot. Handguns behind them. We need to get up to the walls and up on top of them in order to do anything. He's riding around on a big crab. Morngulls are sneaky. We could use them to bust through the gates on this side and cause some havoc. I think we'll do that. Got some deck droppers. Keep these back as well. The towers will make mincemeat of them. We can also fly them over the top and shoot people in the back. We'll use our cannonades here to... we have line of sight.
Fleet Admiral!
Yeah, we should, because they're going to be shooting up. So we're going to use the cannonades to blast apart her towers, and then the mortars to blast apart the people.
Powder west.
Hit the first part of the wall there, that's all we really care about. So we'll grab our artillery. Said I'll grab our artillery.
Yeah.
There we go. Got my bats to send over the top as well. We'll wait till they're quite a bit more weakened before we do that, because otherwise those bats will just fade away to nothing. Battle begin. Cannons focus down the same tower. You guys focus down the same group of archers. We're gonna have these towers kind of chill out and do nothing. Beautiful hits. And as the chunks of wall fall out off, the cats are scratching to get on in, so let me pause and we will get back to this siege. And we're back. Crisis averted. Let's get this battle going. Keep blasting them. Like, don't force yourself to move up. So whoever's coming up here, that's who's currently getting hit next. Oh, amazing. The gates have been smashed open, and that's not even who I told you to shoot at. Blast this tower down, please. We're getting annihilated here. Let's send this tower forward to start taking some hits, and we'll bring this one behind them. They'll make it in no problem once we're actually, we're just using them as tanks for now. Okay, so the only thing group that's over here are these archers with light armor. Let's send the Morngulls immediately through that gatehouse and they'll go start nom-nomming on those dudes. No problem. I think we also want to go ahead and have our deck droppers fly up over the top here. We'll have the bats maul this one tower, make them waste what they've spent money on. And we'll have these deck droppers cause them some problems. They can come on up here. Oop, I thought I had them selected. That would be why. They can come up here and harass the high elves. Okay, it's up further than I wanted it to be. Scoot on back. First group of towers is down. Let's shoot this next one just to be safe. Get you out of the way of our own cannons there. Mortars are firing again. Blasting apart that Lothern Sea Guard. The defenses will hold, they say. They do still outrange us, so we want to be careful. The gates are open, and we are pretty much have free reign to get on in there and start tearing them to shreds. We're going to wait to do so, though. Let's send these deck droppers with handguns up, fire on those spearmen. This group can kind of scoot around. Morngulls are going in. They're going to take a little bit of fire, but they should have a bit of missile resist, and they have a lot of health. They'll heal it up. I send all these bats in. That's going to make them take more damage than I want. And they're doing alright tearing that down. And just kind of hang out here and fire on those spearmen. Use that ammo well. These guys are taking quite a bit of damage. Just pull up a little bit further over. Beautiful. That tower is also gone. Huge swaths of the wall fall. Keep firing on it. Y'all can keep knocking down the wall. We can just walk our rifles up and use them to fire on in.
Enemies, wail! With haste!
We'll bring you in as well. See if they want to fire all their arrows at you. We could dodge a little bit. That has gone down. Pull them back away from those archers if we can. These guys through their gates yet? Almost. Work harder. I think they're getting in each other's way just a little bit. Alright, Bellbats. Help out nom-nomming on this tower, please. Yeah, they're intermixed with those other troops, allowing them to stay back. Fair enough. Grab our mortars. See if we can blast away at those Lothern Sea Guards still. Especially if the Lions of Trace want to chill out with them.
Fleet Admiral! Die!
Okay, so they do want to fire some arrows at her.
Eager to kill!
Fair enough.
Don't stop!
Let's move on in. Cannons have stopped firing. Keep knocking down the wall. Give us chunks to get through.
Fleet Admiral!
Send the crab monster in and nom-nom on these idiots that are coming on outside. And then we will probably go ahead and send the towers in to absorb some more arrow fire. Just cheesing out the high elves. She's taking some arrows, but she's doing fine. She's got a lot of missile resist, physical resist as well. Bring one of these Morngulls out because they're not getting to. They're getting in each other's way. Silver helms have rotated over as well. I see that to be good news. Let's have the bats rotate. Or then we just have them go right over the top. Charge in on that group of archers. And then you two work together, come over here, and we're going to harass this group of archers as well. These chariots are going to have a good time doing damage. We're going to do what we can to get through there. We will grab a Kraken's Pull. Anyone that wants to fight our Fleet Admiral. See if we can drag more of them in. Bring her forward just a little bit. Go ahead and weaken their melee defense and everything, and then we'll do an Overcast Kraken's Pull. Mess these fools up. Oh, there's no escape. Drag to the deep. That should go on forever. We'll see if we can drag more people into it. Keep wasting your arrows. We'll have the mortars blast away at these white lions. And then go ahead and make sure you guys don't die. Let's pull you out of the equipment. And then we'll bring the groups of sirens over.
Pistols loaded!
Still messing them up, so charge on in with the this group of Lothar and Seaguard. Oh, she is sitting with that. Bro, I'm trying to record. Can you chill out? You're distracting things, and we're losing soldiers. Pull these bats out. They are harassing this group nicely. Not really their lot to be in melee, but they should do fine harassing this completely isolated group. Alright, they're through the gates. Make sure our other bats escape. Not all of them probably will, but if we can get some of them out, fine by me. Send the Morngulls through. They will do entirely fine on those spearmen. And if we need to scoot them past them, we can absolutely do so. They're pretty quick. Alright, I think we've worn away at their wall enough. Let's keep the sirens moving. We don't really want them taking any arrow fire if we can help it. Bring the rifles in. That didn't work out at all. Bring the rifles in. She's a bit overwhelmed over here, so let's see if we can pull her out beyond the walls, and we'll find a new avenue of attack.
You dogs! I don't object!
Since they are all surrounding her, let's scoot them forward and start blasting apart those spearmen. She's doing fine. We'll come back over here with our bats. Let's get these bats mauling the archers there and bring the rifle bats out so they can actually assist. Spearmen are getting absolutely shreked. But there's another group coming in to reinforce, so let's pull them out and in on those chariots if we can. Rifles charging on over. Let's get the cannons rotating. So they can fire in on some spots as we need. Still trapped in here with all these lads. Let's kick the Helm of Discord in just to weaken them. Out of power completely, unfortunately, so no Krabos will be helping us out. We just have explosives. Let's send these sirens in. We've just got to get through those archers quick, so charge them past. You get in on that group. Our mortars are almost out of ammo. Should be doing good damage in here on these spearmen.
They shall fall!
Yeah, we'll wait to use her magic. No use in wasting it on spears. Have the handguns file through on this side. Well, wherever you need to, just file on in so you can get those handguns set up.
Fleet Admiral!
I think it is time to go ahead and blast some waves through just to seat some of these guys so she can actually get some space. Maybe charge back in. Get out of there. While they're laying on the ground, we'll come back over to where our Morngulls have been caught and annihilated. They did not escape well at all. Which, fair enough, we should have watched them a bit closer. We still have 10 models here, so we do have a chance to do some damage. We just have to keep them safe. Send the bats in. We're going to send this group of bats over and after these archers. Silver Helms are close by, though, so they're going to have some problems getting in. Regain your leadership and get back hiding, please. They are much faster than the spears. That's why I thought they were going to be fine getting out of there, but should have double-checked. Chase down this mage if you can. Sirens are getting in and doing a massive amount of work. Routing off the already scared Asser. Let's bring the mortars up. There'll be a bit more use. Hand cannons are filing in. Sirens are slaughtering all the archers beyond the wall. Cannonball, taking out some of our own. But they're all routing, so we should get a good bit of damage in on the routing units. There is this barricade we're going to have to chop through, so let's let them retreat, come back over here and fight these Sea Guard. Have the weakened unit attack the spears. Their lord is dead. We'll bring ours up to bother those white lions.
Captain.
Hopefully these guys have line of sight on anyone that comes on in, so we'll scoot them up just a little bit. All of our siege equipment is rotating on over nicely. Let's have them fire on those white lions a trace if they can. Getting shot out from the side just a little bit there. Bats are doing great chasing those archers off. The Silver Helms have decided to chase down my Mourngulls. Oof, I should have watched. That's fine. We will recruit more. They did an amazing amount of work keeping things off of us. Let's get these 3 bats. Now, who can we disrupt? We need to take down some towers. We've got a lot of towers rolling around here. Perfect. White Lion's a trace taken down. Charge you up and bring the rifles inside the city. Slow and steady. You keep slicing up those spearmen, you get on those Lothran Sea Guard, and then we're going to kick in the first Sea Shanty Burst to give them some extra melee defense. Scoot the handguns forward. Mortars. Oh, you guys out of ammo? Unfortunate. Alright, if you guys can shoot at the archers with light armor, that'd be great. That's going to be the main issue here, is we got a crossfire coming down on us. We do have the Sea Guard completely surrounded. The spearmen are terrified, so they're not fighting. How are the bats doing? Looks like they're getting eviscerated. Keep on moving. Actually, we'll have you guys jump into melee with this group of isolated archers. Those bats decided to forget their battle strategies I gave them. Which, fair enough. You are a bat. Came out beyond the walls. We'll slice them up when they did so. Fools. Oh, we're getting shot at over the top there, huh? Alright, well, let's get ready. Charge them up. Same with you guys. If they want to come beyond their walls, we'll tear them up for it. Get those 2 units forward. Sirens are taking some damage, but they've got a good bit of physical resist, so they're holding in. Deck droppers annihilating that group of archers. We did lose our Mourngulls finally, but did a good bit of work over here. Flames engulf Ulfuan.
Enemies, quail! Die!
Get them coiling behind those walls there if we can. Cutting them down. Losing any units over there? Nah, I think we're doing fine. We could have the cannons firing on the back of these guys. At least blast away at the gatehouse. We do control it, but see how much friendly damage we do there on accident. We need to claim some of these capture points.
Tremble before us.
Yeah, they sent the Tyrannok chariots beyond the wall. We'll go ahead and weaken them.
No more delays!
Get these guys all moving up together so they can actually fight together. Start blasting apart this barricade. They're going to send all the troops beyond the walls. We just have that group of spearmen kind of rolling around now. Alright, so those archers are dead but not gone, so keep attacking until they are fully out of here. We've just got to use these deck droppers to maul turrets. Get over here and then just start firing up at the piercing tower.
Corpse crew.
Go ahead and blast away at those spearmen. You guys maul the Lothern Sea Guard. We're about through that barricade for all the good it does us. One more volley, and then we'll just kind of stand in it so they can't build anything else. They may still waste the money on it, though. Perfect. Actually, turn and fire on this if you can. Those buildings are a pain. Now we're getting torn to shreds by those archers. Knock it down. The ghosts of Christmas past slaughtering the Sea Guard. We could probably give them some help. Let's fire on... Man, that's a hard tower to see. The elves with their sneaky secret agent towers. Excuse me, I'd like to shoot this thing, please. Like, no, you really wouldn't. We promise. Friendly tower. Here, you go stand over there so it's not in your way. Oh, there's the victory. That was quite the harrowing win, though. Death all over. We'll be able to raise up lots of new troops. A close victory. A shelling of the city there worked out. We did lose a couple of our big boys, but one of them got to resurrect. We brought back one of our bats as well. Good show. We will 100% be sacking the settlement, turn around and be taking it, because that is the pirate way. Lady Esmeralda, the Acer Annihilator.
Admiral of the fleet.
That could go very poorly if you say that incorrectly. Southern Ivres falls. Eltharion, you're doing a terrible job. Still has Tor Ivres here, though. He should be back soon. Ventara is recruiting up a pretty powerful force. Shank.
Like this is demanded.
We'll be out there to steal your stuff, buddy. Don't worry. We'll go for Ghost Fleet for that extra replenishment rate.
Count Noctilus reigns.
In Noctilus's army, I think we'll go for... How many skill points do you have left? Many. Yeah, we'll go for Wound.
Count Noctilus reigns.
Bootstrap, you are finally finished off with melee. We'll give you Mentor, since we actually have more Morngol Haunters.
Round the world.
But you, sir... We're going to make you a killer as well, so we'll get all 4 of these points into his murder abilities. And then we'll get going. So, Killing Cold, enabling magic attacks, bonus versus infantry plus 10, more hit points and weapon strength, and then an additional 10% physical resistance. All amazing skills.
The crew are restless.
Okay, Esmeralda, you have plenty of rifles. We just lost some of the bats and whatnot. You do some global recruitment of bats. They just cost more than they ever should. I think we're going to need them, though. They're quite good at disrupting. We're also going to be sprinting back over here to Cairn Thel, which will probably have bats, since Reich Admiral Hohoff comes back for another spanking. The Esmeralda left quite the impression last time. We're good to go. We just got to wait on Barbosa to heal on up. He's sitting in the sauna now. We'll skip through that one. Hand out the commandment here at Tor Ivres, or Southern Ivres. Keep dragging them zombos out of the sea. Here at Illyrian as well. Zombos for everyone. And actually, Noctilus, since you're sitting here, how do we have an additional Morngol Haunter is actually in? I'm going to move him over to Bootstrap Bill's army, or the Bootstrap Bill, Barbosa's army. That way he has plenty. So you're getting removed. Such is the way. And while Noctilus sits here, we're going to take 3 turns to recruit on in our Rotting Leviathan. It's time to add the big crab to the army.
Fleet captain reporting.
He's not going to heal at all now, which is going to be a little bit awkward, but listen.
My
pistols speak.
Sometimes you have to sacrifice for Noctilus. We could build up an outpost and get a lot of really cool units. Problem is I'm going to be attacking these people, so I'd like to probably make more deals with Marathi, get Marathi to quit being so angry, and then we can recruit up some Dark Shards and the like from her. Because the second we attack them, we lose any of the Dark Shards that are in our army. But, like, having a rifle front line and then Dark Shards behind them sounds amazing. So Marathi, I have a lot of money. You should like money.
Speak, for time is a luxury of which you have
Don't like
little.
me much. I'm a strategic threat, and we're ugly. That's really disrespectful. What happens if I give you money? Dang, your small gift is expensive. But, like, we're at war with... Oh, we're not at war with Hexawaddle. We could do that and make Marathi happy. She is a slaver. We have lots of dead we could give you. We'll wait. Do we have a mission to declare war on Hexawaddle? Heavy blow. If I miss that, I'm gonna be really sad. A bunch of riddles. Quality assurance. Raiding the Griffin Gate. 800 treasury sounds nice. Stealing a settlement of Clan Angrund. Well, that's a long ways away. And then defeating the Dragoon Spine. Oh yeah, no, we don't have to be at war with Hexawaddle. Problem is, having allies with Noctilus is doesn't happen very often if you get a murder quest for them.
Your time with me is precious.
Listen.
So make known your...
I would join your war with Hexawaddle. I just don't trust that he wouldn't then immediately sail over and attack me. Because the big toad hates like that. Alright, we'll wait. We have things to decide. Get our turn and switch out John Hortigold here. The blood runs go away. You take your dragon and leave. Dread Admiral Two Toes Adley. Welcome, lad. We're gonna need you. We need to be at war with the Great Point Scuttlers. Sounds good to me. Recruitment drive, but it doesn't give us recruitment cost decrease. How sad. Sword of Cain claimed. Well, we know who we have to kill now.
Admiral of
Right, John. Go in here and remove you. Go into the boot. Replace the Lord with Charlie Half-Mast. You should tell nobody. That's not something you should put in your name. Alright, where's our Jimbo Blacksail? Vinny Vole. Excuse me? Where's our crazy admiral? Do we have to recruit him differently? That would make me sad.
undead raiders.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll recruit him and then we'll just switch the stuff over like that. Fair enough.
Admiral of the
Such is the way.
Get moving!
All the things. I'd rather not have to pay double upkeep. So, John,
Awaits.
back to the locker with ye.
Fly the flag!
Two Toes Adley is in, and we've got some rifles, extra range for all of those troops. Or is it just extra range for you? Ah, she just gets more charge bonus. She herself has more range. That's fair enough. And a bonus V large, which unfortunately is not in her missile. That's fine, we'll make it work. Scroll of Leeching is kind of garbanzo. May just give you a Wand of Jet. We can combine some stuff up. Let's do some alchemy. Oh, Fencer's Blades. That's kind of meh. We'll grab it for now, though. Combine these two up. Sword of Antiheroes. That's actually not bad, but let's see if we can get something better. Ooh, not a Noctilus's. And combine. Armor. The Gunnarsson Kron. Income from post-battle loot plus 15%, and physical resistance also plus 15%. That's awesome. Alright, Noctilus, we have your new armor.
Flotilla of the dark.
Nope.
I have sailed the world!
And Anne. Not Anne.
Captain.
Two Toes. Armor of the Deep. Then we'll have to find you a name that is befitting of one of the Dread Pirate Lords. And weapon, we can give you just a... We could give her the double barrel. We'll do the Scroll of Leeching and a Shrieking Blade. just to have. And then we need a Siren on you, because they don't really actually work on Lady Esmeralda, so snatch. And then I think that's everything. So we gotta go over to skills, give her the hunger. And I think I was gonna give her the hunger. Healing in battle is probably pretty important, but having the damage per second on every single enemy, it's not a lot of damage, but now we'll do the hunger and make her stronger. We work towards her skills there. Gain some Fencer's Blades. Armor gained. Yeah, this is... Oh, this is going to be a nightmare. He has multiple dragons. Listen, buddy. The graveyard doesn't want any of what you're selling. Leave. Do no building on her ship. Why not? No growth. That would be why. Okay, well, we're probably going to need the extra troops and the bloated corpse, too. Any of the regiments renowned back? Answer is no. This is a bit scary. Rooting up more deckhand mob does not do much for us, unfortunately. Oh, well, there we go. I could have sworn we had better stuff to recruit in here. Let's get another group of these animated hulks. And, pray. Noctilus may need to get over here and help. Reich Admiral Hohoff. And Sloppy Crookshank. Let's get out here and smush Sloppy. His warp cannons. That's an intense army there. Does he have any minutes below? He does not. Come here, my dear friend. Actually, who's at war with you?
Master of this clan.
Nobody. We can't make any mercenary contracts. Alright, well, let's go kill. Let's grab an extra group of rifles and 2 of these just to have. Make sure we're safe. And go get them. Oh, it's wartime, Sloppy. Prepare for your... Excuse me. A defeat? Is this man on his bell? He has the dreaded 13th spell, which is pretty deadly. But we have Morn goals with which to shut down some of these troops. I mean, it's gonna be a tussle. Let's get to it. Apparently, welcome to the Battle of Alessali. What is going on over there? Some funkiness with the terrain. We're just gonna ignore that. The Halo has been corrupted. We do not have a lot of magic. Go up to 20 max. Start deployment. So we do have to worry about those Skaven weapon teams, but luckily they have less range overall than we do. And this is the typical map where we're just going to kind of sit here on this hill and let fire rain down on the enemy. Rotate these guys so they can actually defend themselves from roving rat ogres. Same thing here. Have the deck droppers hanging out back here. Protect, again, from those rat ogres. I want them both on this side. And then we'll have the Carronades. Carronades are going to be doing artillery duel with the warp cannons to start. We need to make sure they can hit. We smash into the back of that hill there, unfortunately, so we'll scoot them over. They can actually go further back than the mortars. We'll put the mortars up a little bit, since they do their lob shots. A bit more forgiveness with where we put them. Oh, lovely gun line. Please don't shoot your allies in the back. That would be not friendly.
Above deck!
Unfriendly fire. I mean, a couple of these guys may lose their heads, but a few accidental decapitations are par for the course. Part of the job. Group up the boys. Same thing with the deck droppers and our muskets. And then we have our beautiful shotgun gun mob. Put them behind, so when that doom wheel comes in close, it can receive a whopping. They're behind, so we'll have to scoot this whole line up once the battle begins. Otherwise, they'll just shoot into each other's backs, which is, again, unfriendly. Let me just put them back here. We'll see. Sirens are going to be instrumental. They could even almost go toe-to-toe with Rat Ogres as long as they don't have any magical attacks on them. Alright, I think we're good to go. We'll put them in with their main musket line. Shove you up front. Morngul's hiding in the woods. Hellbat's ready to shut down weapons teams. Show the Skaven that they are nothing.
Orders, fleet master! A good choice!
Your orders are destroy everything. What can you all hit? Here come the towers, or the turrets. Blasting into those clan rat shields. Let's hit these storm vermin instead. Oh, it'd be hard to hit them. See them quail? I'm watching you quail. Your storm vermin don't regenerate like mine in Throt. Get killed. Oh, they having a hard time? Are they smacking into the wall here? That would make sense. That's quite the lob shot. Oh, they're getting some nice hits, though. Scooting those Warp Lightning Cannons up very far. The aggressive Warp Lightning Cannon play, I love it. Bring the Morngul's over, and we'll bring our deck droppers back. So it looks like they're going to try to target them. We'll fly them backwards. That's not good. You're bringing your Warp Lightning Cannons to die. Interesting strategy. Ah, here they come now. Fire on those Rat Ogres, please. We'll have the mortars blast apart these storm vermin. I'm not really concerned about their lightning cannons. We're going to use the Morngul's to kill them. And the bats as well. Bats don't even do well against artillery very well, but we're going to use them. Just fly them over the front here. We're going to scoot you up a little bit further so you can kind of lure in those Rat Ogres. Clan rats are doing a good job of dodging. The storm vermin aren't. Ouch. Here comes the wheel. Lightning shots going in. Let's kind of scoot behind these trees then if we can. The wheel is deadly. We'll bring them over together to fight the wheel. Alright, whole bunch of friends coming through the woods then. Let's kind of scoot you guys out of the way and I'll give them an opening. Bring these sirens up front. Get blasting. Oh yeah, the rifle's tearing into the Rat Ogres. They're getting Last Samurai all over the place. Let's summon in some crabs. Stop that charge of the clan rats. You fools. Oh, it's a murder. It's a massacre. Here comes the gutter runners through the woods, though. Doing some sneaky maneuvers, these gutter runners. Go ahead and rip those Rat Ogres to shreds. Oh, it's time for laser beams. Yes, we knew this was coming. Let's thwart those warp fire throwers. Poison Wing Globes did a very good job of defending. Tear that Doom Wheel apart. Get you guys over here blasting apart. Warp magic. Get the line moved. They're getting some warp fire on our Lord there. We don't like to see that at all. Let's drop a single Kraken Pull just to disrupt that. And then charge you on in and defeat that foolish Plague Priest. Or I guess he's a Priest of Ruin. Dragged to the briny depths. We are having to contend with the gutter runners though, so let's bring these guttery mob up. Shotguns are not taking the brunt of that fire. Warp lightning flying down from the skies. Blast those storm vermin apart. Get these gutter runners. They are annihilating the warp lightning cannons, or at least should. We are losing the Morngulls again. They were doing battle with the Death Runners and the Doom Wheel, which is quite a battle. Our rifles are doing about nothing, so let's bring them on up. We'll have the gun mob that can fire while moving coming up to deal with the poison wind globes. You guys too, move in melee. Stop those poison wind globes. Got a little bit of drama going on in the forest there, so we'll bring these troops up. Luckily the sirens are scaring people off left and right, and that's the victory.
Blood magic.
Sloppy Cookshanks and his crew of rat pirates has been defeated. And with that victory, we shall be... Oh, they got to survive again. Amazing. I think we'll go ahead and assimilate those captives. Sloppy Cookshanks can scoot on out into the ocean. Defeated. See if we can actually charge on in. We could give her that the Lamprey's Revenge, which has got Regeneration, Defender, Aquatic. They're going to be... Well, the Aquatic's obvious, but the Regeneration is the important bit. I think she has earned herself some rotting Promethean Gunnery Mob, but although we need them more for defending the graveyard. So we should go ahead and continue to give you Ghost Fleet.
Vampire of the
You hunt them down without taking any casualties. Decisive victory with medium casualties. You and I both know it would not be so. I'm going to fight this one in between episodes, but for now, I'm out of time for today. I have been Space Wizard to the War. Remember to leave a like for the Light God and a sub for the Sub Throne, and I will see you on the next one.